No longer using the P2000, one of the few players that really was pushing that. Olofmeister patrolling now towards the apartment. It's going to be Nico, slightly aggressive, looking towards the logs. Gets tagged up slightly there, down to 72, and Simple waiting for him to peek once again, trying to blow his head off there. Does a little bit of damage, and the CTs will fall back towards the site.
Edward and Boiler has company outside of the door as expected on a pistol round. Hasn't gone that far as to seek it out yet. Guardian does peek his head inside just as we snap away. Edward spotted him, but won't go after him too aggressively. Instead, they'll bring the bomb. Electronic, Zeus, Simple, all back over in the direction of top alt mid. And top mid, to be fair, but not quite yet looking toward the mid wall. In fact, 4 players will take up the apartment's position. Zeus is going to do the same. This will be a heavy A hit. I would suspect a 3-2 with Boiler doorway and the apartments directly overwhelm the quad side and then try and get a quick plant down. Guardian's already forced off the angle. Edward's already wrapping through. Bomb and Electronic and Flamey all to walk out from the apartments. Olaf's yet to show. Was partially blind. It stays in the sight, but misses the shots. Great from Edward to take him down. First kill goes to Navi. Significance for the crowd as Flamey finds Rain. Not before he got one, but bomb planted safely in the sight. Pistols can babysit and stay close to it.
Looks like this round will be very successful for Navi. Good approach so far. That smoke towards Library, so stifling for the CTs. Waiting for the rotations to come through. Guardian yet to really make his mark on the map as of yet. Hasn't landed a single shot and he's fired a lot of bullets. You can see he's got 1 clip remaining in his USP. Carrigan comes in, has to find some headshots here. Guardian finally gets it done, but it seems like the round might be out of their grasp at this point. Nico struggling to get anything there towards the pit, and now Guardian left in a pretty unwinnable situation. And there we have it. Navi will win the round. Slow pace at the start, push the CDs back towards B, take away their vision, smoke in, mid control, flash through, and the CTs not finding the shots there. I thought Guardian or Olofmeister at least would find some potential there. But it's Navi winning a very important pistol run on their map pick here. CZs will come out, the Deagles as well. Not out of the woods just yet. Do need to take Faze down with their upgraded weaponry. It's going to be Carrigan and Guardian who do not get the armor. Carrigan will throw a smoke instead. But look out for Rain and Nico's Deagles. They can be quite deadly at points. In terms of the Navi buy, they've got 2 rifles here, 2 AK-47s, an MP7, and a UMP there as well. Edward with the MAC-10. Very slow default right now, as you would expect from this team. Face towards apartments at the same time, give them 2 targets. Trade if required. And now Guardian will be facing towards middle and punish for it. Simple takes him down. They want him to start finding early frags like this and how he gets in the zone as Flamey. Great work with the MP7, opens things up. That should be the round at this point, 5 versus 3. But Zeus has found contact towards the arch, but deals with it swiftly, and that's going to be a 5 versus 1.
Nico to try and do any damage that he can to the economy. We'll have a Deagle to do so, and that is always a promise in Nico's hands. Does get a good shot onto Flamey. Just an SMG dropped, so not the end of the world. The AKs don't need to get involved in this, and Electronic goes and closes it out with the UMP. 3-0, excuse me, 2-0 for Navi. So one more round, and it'll have to be a full save for the CT side. Guardian with 3250, having not bought anything in the last round, will be ready to bring out the AWP as soon as we get into the gun rounds.
Yeah, and he's going to need it as well. This is not ideal for Faze. Didn't get anything at all really in the pistol or the second round force buy, but he will be bringing out the AWP, absolutely. And he was a player that was missing in their previous encounter. So then, silenced USPs, 5-man stack towards A. Not really much they can do with this one. A lot of teams are trying this particular strategy out. You stack players towards the quad side and towards Arch and just Fate at the same time and hopefully trade out kills, but Simple looking to devour them here as he starts to cause chaos. 2 kills found. Olofmeister gets 1 in return, but that's not going to help them do much with the round. Just Nico left with the USP as mentioned. And he might get 1 kill here. Not meant to be though. Flamey gets dinked and keeps 4 players alive. Navi money going to be very strong, and now the gun rounds begin. I'd expect maybe something slightly aggressive from Faze here, go for some assertive banana play. Maybe set up Guardian there and then fall back. We'll see what they bring to the table here. Olofmeister yet to buy armor. There it is, gets his grenades as well. No incendiaries on the CT side. It's always the problem with force buying in second. Your buy is always going to be quite weak here. 3 players without helmets as well. That MP7 in the hands of Flamey could be a little bit nasty to deal with.
Zeus with the Molotov towards Banana. We'll cover off the backside of barrels to make sure no one can get in position to get a shot against them, knowing the op will likely be in play. Guardian's going to play the arch side conservatively to start it off. Flamey blocks his teammate from jumping into Boiler. Sorry, Edward.
Yeah, after you.
Takes the position. It's kind of funny, actually. He's probably in comms like, can you move, please?
Yeah.
So Guardian, here we go. AWP, can't find the first shot. Smoke was dissipating, but still couldn't land it. Shot between two targets. And that allows the mid wall to be gained by Zeus. That might catch Guardian off. He's a little bit closer than Guardian's prepared for, but Zeus actually throws the smoke and doesn't peek on it. I thought he would. He might have caught Guardian there.
Yeah, I think he almost certainly did. Guardian down to 34 HP. Still not looking like he's controlling the rounds. He's quite timid in his approach. Olofmeister spots Edward through the slither of the boiler room there. Guardian's still back in the library. He can be smoked out, made redundant here. 45 seconds. And this is going to be an A attack from Navi. They have lost the opening pick. Smoke towards library. Pretty similar to what we saw from their pistol round, but this time focusing on the arch.
Good shot, Guardian. Remember, he could have gone down earlier with Zeus at the corner. They didn't peek it and leave him alive. They'll reap the rewards of the AWP for at least one kill. So off dropped and Flamey to work in MP7 toward the site. Shoulder peek reveals where Olaf is. He'll translate that information to the players wrapping around, but they need to trade off pit. They do. Drops the bomb, so it buys a few seconds of frantic gathering. In fact, with 5 seconds on the plant, it could have been worse, but rain goes down immediately after, and it's well controlled from Navi. They won't let time be their menace or their enemy as of yet. Nico to work in with the M4. Kit for Kerrigan. Good find, just barely caught Flamey behind before he got behind the wall. And Nico swings out. Olaf with the assists and damage on both. Allow the defuse. Nico's going to go 10 seconds, even though Kerrigan has the kit, but I think they want the AK.
Yeah, so he wants to save the AK-47, send Kerrigan to get the AWP. And that's going to be an okay round for Faze. Only two players survive.
Thrown the AK to Kerrigan.
Yeah.
But yes.
Both fine.
Yeah, both options work.
And 3-1. Are we 4-5 here? Fam has full rain. Starting to stabilize somewhat. Need to make sure they win this round, or a double eco is almost certainly coming their way. Time will tell. The first full gun round. No SMGs this time for Navi. We'll go for the AWP, of course, as the desk discussed. It's simple. He's a hybrid player, can be top of the scoreboard without an AWP, and certainly at the top with one as well. As the Molotovs go in. Pushing the CDs back from any sort of aggression there. It's going to be Guardian who's making his way towards B. He'll be trying to chain things up, and we said he needs to see more confidence from him and trying to dictate the pace of the rounds by finding those opening picks and limiting Navi. That's more like it. Wow. There we go.
2 for 1, catches them at the corner. Zeus and Electronic down. Exactly the start Faze wants on a round that will break Navi. Potentially put them at 3-3. Good follow-up from Rain. Nice trade from Flamey. The shots are certainly there from Navi today, but Kerrigan's quickly on the corner, on the spots, and it's down to simple.
Very well played. Double AWP pick at the start always helps. That should start to bring Guardian to life now. It's going to be simple, left in the 4 versus 1. You can never discount him in any sort of situation, but this one will be tricky. They'll just be looking to find any kills he can get. 1, 2, that will just keep them at bay in terms of their economy. It's unlikely he can win the round. Has got the bomb, one smoke to work with here. It's up to the CTs to allow him any sort of entry to a bomb site here.
He'll do what he can. We know Simple's capable of it. Pre-firing toward the quad, though, is going to give away exactly where he is. Guardian's watching the doorway as it is. So Simple.
Ooh,
14 seconds. Does go down. Okay, fair enough. I thought he might get the first. I was going to say he's going to put himself in a bit of a situation if time continues to tick and he continues to get close. Zeus will call the pause, and this is the first pause from Navi. They can justify force on this. I think they do.
At this point, yeah, probably worth it, considering the CTs after full reinvestment is still hovering around the $2,000 to $3,000 mark, and they will be buying indeed. There's at least an AK for Zeus and Arma. He's got the smokes. Molotovs, I would say, will be going all in. Edwards already bought a helmet, from what I can see. That's it so far. They've taken a tactical pause. There's no rush here. Simple also gets the AK. One smoke. This will be their final buy. They can't convert this round. Definitely worth it, though, if they can just find something. A way into the map a bomb down. It'll be worth it. Here's the double pick at the very start. So round will be underway. 2 SMGs into the mix. It's going to be Electronic and Flamey with those. Seems like Flamey's actually enjoyed the MP7 recently. We've seen that weapon come back into the meta slightly. Number 6, and no change of stance from the CTs. Very default rounds. Guardian will be playing towards the apartments this time, so a slight variation on their default setup. He's just trying to be in a different position every single round. He'll be towards Arch. Like previous only saw a Banana, this time in the apartments. Just so if they try and adapt to what he's doing, they cannot really keep track of it whatsoever. They can't counter him.
So Edward goes back for the bomb early. Actually, take that back. He's just going to throw that away to Simple and continue on toward alt mid. Rain keeps eyes on his radar to see what's spotted while he hides at the corner. Guardian to play off of him. And vice versa, as they being Navi, gather inside of both Boiler and now work up toward alt middle in the apartments. Guardian will have to cover off behind him as well. Olaf can cover the pit. The problem is that they don't have anyone toward the arch side. It may not matter given the setup from Navi. Flamey with the MP7. You know it's a force buy at this point in time. It's going to have to be quick from Navi when they do go, and they'll go now. 35 seconds on it. Olaf already with 1 on the AK. Sprays down low on his ammo, but he's got 11 shots left before he'll have to go with the reload, and he actually burns Electronic alive as Edward swings in. Olaf goes back out. 11 bullets is certainly enough for 2 more as he gets Edward and Zeus. And Simple again left in a 1 versus 5.
Not really much he can do with this one. Olaf Meister lines them up, knocks them down. The Molotov helping him out slightly as well. But he looked for the ace. He will be denied that at least, but the timer, as you can see, at the 6-second mark, nothing Simple can do about this one. He'll be holding in the bedroom, just trying to save his AK, and we know he likes that sort of play. Him and his teammates with 1 AK and pistols is enough to win rounds, but Rain might be able to shut that down. No. So that's actually okay by Simple. He managed to get $600 for himself. He'll use the AK, his teammates probably on PT50s. These rounds are possible for him. We've seen it many times before, the Navi have pistols and 1 AK in the hands of Simple, and they'll just play around him, go for something a bit faster perhaps, and we'll see if it works out for them. Opting for the CZs instead. Simple got no cash from that round, that's why he has significantly less than his teammates. He didn't buy anything for this round. He's going to try and beat the CD to the puncher beat. Like I said, probably something a bit faster. And this is where things get a little bit scary for Guardian. He has no idea that Simple's already made his way up. He's going to challenge again. Simple presumably, yep, takes him down. Saw that coming from a mile off. And that's the power it possesses. Now they can get that AWP and start to snowball.
Edward's lurking still to catch rotations on A. He's also going to keep information inside a Boiler if they have to go backward, but if he could get a gun on someone rotating and add to the arsenal for Navi, it would be considerable. Now in the AWP will happily fall off. No armor for Flamey, but that's fine. Cubby position for Olaf. Rain to peek, easily disposes of Simple when he does.
That's not bad, is it? Faces towards middle, and it's going to be Olaf Meister setting them up again. The advantage, Flamey's tagged up. Remember, this is an eco of sorts. Only brought 1 AK here, and Rain doing a great job with that silenced M4 to close out the round. And looks like he'll be quite comfortable in the end. Just Flamey on the AWP. Probably gets 1 more out of this, spots the legs of Carrigan. As the smoke was not perfect there towards the arch, and he could save the AWP. We can just throw it away and deny it for them at least. That's a smart idea. He wants the money for the next round, and the next things to make sure they can't get the AWP.
I'm looking for it. Olaf's looking for it. Oh, he might get there. He might. Oh, he saw it. He knew that it was gone somewhere.
Well read
Figured it out. Yeah, that was very well read. He knew that he was inside a Boiler, so he likely just got it as far away from him as he could. Vugo made a prediction earlier in the week that Olaf will be the #1 player in the world again in 2018. The former coach of Fnatic.
He's definitely showing some great form now. Like it's Olaf of old, not the world beater, but definitely a very strong rifler in the game right now and a great asset for Faze. 4-3, and you can see the money for Simple. Not really recovering just yet.
Спасибо за donation. Thank you for donation.
Once again, Guardian changing things up. Not Arch this time, playing towards the quad. Focusing on Boiler after throwing that smoke down. Just wants to hold a slightly tighter angle. There we go. Just so he has a fallback plan. He can fire one shot. It's unlikely anyone could pre-fire him there. It's Incendiary. He feels they're committing at this point, but they're going to push out through that, and he goes down again. Oh, he's not having a good game once more, Matt.
No, he was not aware at all that Edward was going to be that close. Rain recovers. Simple on the scout. Would love to get his hands on that AWP, excuse me, but good push from Nico. All the way around from Banana, gets behind him, and Electronic knows that he's there, and he'll push straight through the smoke. It's almost worth watching those smokes and Molotovs sometimes when you know that they're designed to save you. They typically don't.
Yeah,
not in CSGO.
He was just hoping they would be scared off by it. He might be waiting on the other side. He actually focused his attention towards the bedroom. Wasn't the case. Electronic just stormed through the smoke, took him down. He has banana control right now, and I just want to touch on that again. Guardian, sure, you got a double kill. You might think, oh, he's playing amazingly. What are you talking about? That's actually just a very standard pick. It was lucky that there was two of them lined up. So it wasn't like he made an amazing shot or anything like that. It was just a good position. Hit the standard shot, two of them lined up, and ever since then, he's been struggling with the AWP. He's getting wrecked most of the rounds. That was a problem, and Carragher's not going to find anything here at all. Simple will take him down. That's presumably round 4 Navi now, but they have got 9 seconds. If the bomb can be denied, which obviously now it can't, they might have a chance, but I do not see a way that Faze can win this round. Rain will get one through the smoke. It's a key scalp to take at the same time, but Flamey, great position there. Holds towards Emo and brings it to the 2 versus 1. Let's see how good Olaf Meister is right now. Flamey, a little bit better it seems. Great shots by him with the AK. And that's going to tie things up at 4-4. Money not broken for Faze after winning 4 rounds in a row. But this will be them fully invested. There'll be a couple of compromises there as well. There's the UMP for Nico. He might give that to Carragher. He's only got 1,400 bucks himself. So he can't even drop him anything good. Usually calls the merchant, likes to drop all the weapons for his star players. Guardian back on the AWP. Really need to see him step up. He's got 4 kills so far, 2 of which with that double kill. He's got 1 towards Arch and 1 in the pistol. Guardian. Oh, goodness.
Committed to it. Problem is now he's pushed forward as well. Oh, that nade, if it had gone anywhere near him, would have taken him down, surely. So down to 21 HP. Still AWP for Guardian, though. Something that Navi certainly lacks on their T side.
So a lot of AWPers will try and battle those flames at the start, thinking the T's throw it at the start to push CDs back. They don't expect you to sit there for a amount of time. You can get a pick. Usually it's worthwhile. Sure, you get low HP, but you've got the opening kill. Guardian got the worst of both worlds, and they're trying to make... It is flash himself.
Forced. No, I think that Guardian flashed him in.
Yeah, that's what I mean, but Nico was fully flashed
Oh,
himself.
sure, yeah, sorry. Timing was off. Yeah, I thought you meant did Nico throw it himself. But no, yeah, Guardian totally blinded Nico. It was mistimed completely.
Yeah.
And Flamey gets down Rain. It does give a kill to the good now for Navi, as Olaf has to back all the way off toward the library. He's going to be aware. Good flash timing. As he gets Flamey back, going to be aware that they've gone through the arch, and that means they'll try to pinch on B. They'll certainly get B as well. Electronic, a great shot, but they fooled Olaf. He thinks they're going that direction. With that kill, they turn back and wait for him to walk toward them rather than catch them off and pinch them toward Ruins. Great read and great kill from Electronic. And now Simple, although low HP, will join his teammate toward B. Olaf's aware that it is on that side of the map because he was already peeking toward A. And Zeus is hanging around to see exactly where he's going to go, where he's going to try and save this AK-47. They've gone around each other, but Zeus certainly has the upper hand.
Goodness. See Faze struggling on this map again. Where are the problems right now? For me, it's Guardian. Like, he's trying to be dynamic and trying to take the picks, but I feel like he'll do a much better job, Mav. He's just at the back of the bomb site right now.
I wonder if you swap Guardian and Nico. Let Nico get done. No, not even on the AWP necessarily, but just to give Guardian a position at B to play more consistently. Maybe he plays that position. It seems like Guardian can't, like you're saying, he wants to bet on it, but can't find the angles and the aggressiveness to do it. I think Nico's a better suited player in that regard. I feel like at this point, you know the aggression's not working. Sure, keep AWPing, but just play the standard positions. Let's just hold by the library. Let's hold at the back of the B bomb site. Let's hold in the apartments. The fact that he's getting styled on by AKs every single round is actually a bit worrying. So he needs to work that out and realize he's not in amazing form right now, and he needs to just slow things right down. Full eco here for Faze and then some. They've got 1 HE, a PT50. They spent $600 in this round. And there's almost no way Navi should give this one up. They have struggled with the anti-ecos throughout this tournament, but as of yesterday, they did look a lot better. Nico even got his hand off the mouse at this point. just waiting to see what will be shown. Navi can make this 6 rounds already on a T side against Faze, so yes, problems exist. Get aggressive.
Not bad.
I know that Nico picks up the second op, but yeah, I'm just curious. As Edward. As Rain. Simple does get Olaf down up close. Could have been interesting as they lost Electronic already. AK therefore picked up for Nico. And he'll start to work from Boiler. Or excuse me, from middle. As Kerrigan has Boiler, but from middle back toward the site, but he's already sitting bottom of mid. Suggested that they'll try and keep that AK and carry it over, and they certainly will now because Guardian taken down. There's no chance at all without armor, without utility, without kits, that they'll do anything in this round.
Yeah, they managed to save an AK-47. That's about it. Kerrigan will stay a little bit longer. It's going to be Nico who's hiding towards that underpass right now, seeing if he can catch him exiting. He'll get at least one. Might be guaranteed all 3 here. Lovely work by Nico. That gives him an extra $900, and maybe they've managed to take down Simple here as well. Wait for the bomb to go off, tag him up, and Kerrigan's actually managed to kill Simple, but he went down with the blast as well. So well played to take all 5 down. Nico does save the AK-47. He can drop a weapon. He can drop the AWP if required. I think Guardians gets off the AWP now. I think he'll just go with a rifle. It's not working. Brings up the M4. Certainly could have bought an AWP. There was money there. But he's just going to stick on the rifle. I think that's a good call. He's a very good rifler as well. Doesn't have to be on the sniper. He's on 4 kills, 8 deaths, remember, one of which was a double kill, one of which was a pistol kill. So he's really not having that much impact at all.
Incendiary and Molotovs trade spaces as they pass each other in the air, so the T's wanting to hold off top banana and the CT's wanting to hold off the bottom. Effectively, it holds each other at bay. And now a gunfight will ensue because Nico still wants positioning. He's got smoke down in front of him. That certainly favors Navi to get position first, and I think they're aware of it. They've weighed out the odds. The utility battle lost and position gained for Navi.
Full B control, though, so an execution could come in. All 5 players on this side of the map, they've got their smokes, their Molotovs, and they are starting to line things up right now. They don't have to commit, of course. This is Navi. They've got plenty of time to fall back. Just think they can bait out some sort of reaction with the CTs. Olaf Meister has 1 smoke remaining. He plays right now towards the A side of the map. Kerrigan's back at B. Have they just changed things up completely? It's Nico and Kerrigan back at this side of the map, and we know they've adjusted recently. Smokes come in. Here's the execution. It's up to Nico to try and shoot them, but it's going to be Kerrigan to start first. Boost working out. They haven't gone near CD spawn at all. Where's the smoke in that area? Comes down to the 2 versus 1, but look who's alive. And well, it's Simple. Bomb will go down. I'm surprised at execution. They didn't smoke CT at all. Maybe it was a deeper smoke. But Kerrigan wasn't even checked. That was bizarre. Now he gets 3 kills there, but well played all the way. And it will be Simple trying to make this a 1 versus 1. Knows where 1 is towards CD spawn.
Simple with the op, goes back in aggressively and will catch off Olaf up close. Fans love when Simple gets rolling. Fires actually through the legs of Rain, but he doesn't have to reface this. He has the advantage, 3 kills already, and Rain needs to go for the defuse, but he baits Simple out. He's just barely gonna have the time, I'm sure, on the kit. Oh, that's close, but Faze get the round. It's the 4th.
Wow.
Excuse me, their 5th, so 6-5 as they pull 1 more in their advantage, but that is as close as you'd like.
Even with Kerrigan getting a 3K on entry, it's only just enough there. Nico went down to absolutely nothing. You can see they're uncomfortable in Inferno. This is not a strong map for them. And the money, you know what? They get some breathing space at least. It's actually run quite low for Navi now, averaging about 3K per player. Faceland should be able to tie things up at 6-6, but these are not convincing rounds. This does not look like a super team, the world's best, going at it right now.
Not at all. I mean, the fact that it came down to 1 player alive again could have been massive should Navi have had the money to buy, because they could have reset them again on round 12. Like you say, thankfully, given the closeness of the other rounds, they get some breathing room. And in fact, Navi is going to try and limit how much space and breathing they'll get, because they're going to force into this just as they did the last time they called a timeout in this situation.
This time Edward with the AK. Simple, not bought anything so far. He's got $3,000. Maybe they want to adjust next round and bring out the AWP. I think, oh, not to be. They're going to buy him a Deagle and armor as we get into round number 12 here. Remember, this is Navi's pick. Faze haven't looked great on this map as of late. They haven't really ever looked incredible on it. Guardian back on the AWP. This time he'll be playing towards the quad side. Remember, he was getting destroyed at the very start from the boiler room, and that's going to be a wall bang towards Rain. Edward using that angle you just seen there to take one down. It's a very common spam these days. You have to be quite brave to challenge, and Guardian gives it another go at least. He does tag up Edward, and lucky not to get the kill.
Very unlucky not to have gotten the kill.
And Edward will throw his AK over to Simple now.
Surprised Guardian. Yeah, I was going to say, get that M4 out of the hallway. Don't make it easy for them to grab another gun.
Yeah, that's wise.
So he does that. Goes back to the AWP, naturally. And as he does that, Navi will regroup and fall off toward top of middle and inside of boiler. Electronic with the P250 has been holding the back lines, and that might be wise as well, because Nico, as always, is starting to get inquisitive. The smoke down won't allow him to go through it, but a few sprays or spams. I was going for both of those combinations, apparently. Give away and reveal that he's there. He's backed off, and they'll see that as they head toward Beneni. He jumps above the half wall. He's got to call for a rotation. He's alone. He could quickly be overwhelmed, and this smoke is going to limit Olaf. Nico's got to step up, and Nico's done that at least on the first kill, but over the top. It's a good shot from Flamey. Olaf's got position, but that's shut down as well. A second smoke deployed in front of Ruins, and Olaf taken out means Kerrigan has to push through, and Flamey's read it. The force buy is going to work. Forget what we said about breathing space. The reset's going to hit Faze and hit them hard with a bomb plant and a round going in favor of Navi.
This B bomb site, it collapses every single time it's challenged. And Guardian, once again, no impact to AWP, did a little bit of damage towards Edward that did lead to a kill. But overall, Olaf gets one, Nico a second, but this is against one AK and some pistols, and still can't find the opening frags. They're struggling every single time. Every single round does not feel like they're actually going to be convincing. But Guardian does save the AWP. 3 weapons will survive for Navi. They're going to have money for days in the next round. And this is going to be them taking the lead once again on the T side of Inferno. Their map pick. It's overpass next, and it feels like Navi are going to win this one now. What's the play? They are double eco, whatever happens. They've already got an AWP. So Kerrigan has to call the tactical timeout. I would say buy this one. Kerrigan, $1,400. Same story for Rain. Olaf Meister, not much more. You get 1,900 next round. It's not like you're going to win the round with MP7s and UMPs and a scout. You might as well try and play off this AWP and say to Guardian, we need you to step up now. We need you to find this opening pick. Something has to come in our favor. As Rain does go all in. Nico with the UMP. Kerrigan, CZ, Olaf Meister yet to buy. He'll also get the aforementioned pistol. Round number 13, and Faze. They look cold today.
Yeah, certainly. This is not the start they would have been looking for. Olaf's facial expression suggests that he's rather unimpressed by it all. Not for lack of trying on his behalf. 10 kills for him, 10 kills for Rain. 9 for Nico. Guardian sitting behind Kerrigan in that total. 25.
Here we go.
14, by the way, for Simple. Flamey's on point as well. Flamey seems to be the fragger that's stepping up to the second highest level on Navi's side. We keep talking about Electronic, but yesterday Flamey was remarkable. Good shot from Guardian, finally getting the opening pick. It is Electronic that goes down, but Nico overcommitting, and Zeus, he's continuously getting to that position, and Nico's not ready for it.
Well, then
Good
not ready
push
for
from
this
Rain.
either.
Oh my goodness, he gets both the low HP players.
It's great by the pistols, and now Olaf Meister finds some form. It will be Edward left in the 4 versus 1. There we go. Guardian had to be aggressive there, Matt. He goes towards T-Steps, missed by his standards an easy shot, then goes towards second middle. He wasn't rattled by it, took down Electronic, sets the pistols up. They start pushing across the map, and it looks like Faze steal away around here. Nice job by Rain overall. 3 kills for him. That's much better.
Very good from Rain, but more impressive from, well, I guess both sides of it, but also from Olaf to push up and get the shot, because all of the CZs taking advantage at perfect times, and Navi got entirely caught off. Faze throwing a bit of pace at Navi in turn. So 7-6, they respond, and in turn now the money goes the other way once more for round 14. Another force buy from Navi, naturally.
Yes, absolutely. This is do or die time. If they lose this round, it's probably going to be 8-7 in favor of Faze, and they might have just saved the half. Rain's not messing around. He's like, you know what, guys? I'm just going to start taking the game into my own hands now. I'm not going to sit back and let you guys die one by one. Let's just get in their faces, shall we? They still have no idea that he's there. Rain presumably nails that kill, looks a little bit more here, goes towards the underpass, and now they have lost track of him completely. Where is he heading? Guardian starting to show us some form now. Great shots. Navi can't do much about this one. This was the force buy, remember. It's the first convincing round we've seen from Faze so far. Showing us a bit of that flair.
Simple's going to smoke himself out of the apartments. He's the one with the bomb again. Another 1 versus 5, so late play trying to make something happen magically. His team's gone down, and he's trying to use that to gain position and information toward the pit. Can't get Guardian to peek. When he does, Simple's not ready for it. So 7-7, we go into round 15, and the money on the Navi side is not amazing. They'll buy what they can, obviously, but looks like the half should go 8-7 in favor of Faze. That's still a remarkable job from Navi.
Yeah, I've been very impressed by Navi overall. That they've shown great tenacity here. A mismatch of sorts going by recent results, and Faze should be running over this game. But Navi, as this tournament develops, they seem to be plugging holes and getting things together. They won't have much at all, though, for the last round, as I mentioned. They lost the last one. That was pretty much it for the half. They'll rush towards B, and look how much collateral damage they've taken from the grenades there. Electronic and Edward both down to around the 35 mark, and they'll hold up towards B, but they've lost all map control now. They've known. Faze have been aggressive the last few. They've been pushing down towards middle and wrecking everyone at the T steps, it seemed. And Zeus will smoke CD spawn. They forgot to do that last time, so that's better. 3 players here, though, for CT. I don't see this being much of a test. They should be absolutely fine.
Good shot, Nico. Follows it up. Simple's got the trade, but he found 2 for 1, and it's pretty straightforward for Rain and Kerrigan. I thought there might be a team kill on a Rain, but Kerrigan took his time.
He was careful, wasn't he?
He was. He stopped shooting for a half second to make sure of it, but 8-7. You wouldn't want to cause any, I don't know, mass blunders in the last round, given the circumstances. It'd be a shame to throw that away.
He thought this round's won. Let's just make sure we don't team kill each other and tilt everyone. That's fine. Like I said, those last 2 rounds were a gimme for Faze. They felt like they were in full control, and that's an okay half, all things considered. The way things started there, they looked caged, I think would be the most fitting word. Not hitting their shots, a lot of whiffs, and again, losing A in the B bomb site was a nightmare, but so winning the half, that's fine. Inferno is a more balanced map these days. A few Vega Squadron fans in there. Upside down flag, of course.
Yeah,
there we go.
Of course, Vega. Vega deserves their fans. They've worked hard for them. 2 great major performances in a row, considering they are massive underdogs in that regard. But yes, a very Navi-favored crowd, and they'll be pleased with what they saw in the first half. Can they follow it up with a pistol? If they do that, we're on to something.
Remember, they got the 3-0 start in the first half, and Faze didn't really arrive to that pistol. We'll have a look, though. 2 smokes, though, and 2 HE suggested banana rush, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if that comes true. Indeed, it is. They'll nade the top at the very start. 2 HEs, and they go to push players like Simple back, but he's aware of those nades. Spots them, and he'll be falling back to a safe line. Smoke towards CT spawn, 1 towards Coffins as well. It's up to Simple to hold them off. He's the only player there right now, remember. He's got a 1 versus 5 to deal with here, but if there was a man to rise to the occasion, this would be it. Spamming the smokes, and luckily Faze take no damage at all, really. Oh my god, Simple's coming to life now. Great shot to take down Nico, and a second comes through as well.
What a remarkable play from Simple on the pistol. He's got another USP pick back up. It's full, it's got 12 shots. Oh, but unfortunately none of them are going to land. Zeus is going to be shut down from Olaf, and Olaf turns around and replicates everything Simple's done, plus more, as he gets 4 kills, and Edward is sent scouring away.
That's so sick by Olaf Meister. Now this server's starting to show what kind of skills on it. Simple opening things up with a tremendous double kill there. And Olaf Meister, he doubles down. He goes for 4. Glock headshots all over the place. The B bomb site. Oh my goodness, just witnessed the massacre. Edwards left over. Can't do anything about that.
That's unbelievable. After Simple starts it off in such an incredible way, Olaf shows him that and more as he picks up a Glock nonetheless to do it.
Well, there we go. It seemed like Simple had done enough. The 1 versus 5. I thought he was dead straight away. He finds 2. 5 versus 3 situation. We're going to get a replay of this. There's so much highlight-worthy material in this round.
Oh, we'll get both.
Meister. There it is. We'll get the last 2 frags of it. Completely destroys the opposition there. Glock in that sort of range can be deadly. Maybe Vugo is onto something. Who knows? As we get into round number 17 here, will be the force buy from the CTs. 3 CZs, the MP9. Only 1 rifle for Faze. That does worry me somewhat, as you can see. Just giving frags away there. CZ against the UMP is pretty much an equal battle at certain range. And there will be an early 5-on-4 as Flamey takes down Rain. They'll execute maybe towards me. The bomb set on and T steps. They won't be committing anytime soon. No damage really inflicted there with that peek towards middle. So very standard smokes coming in. They've got a Molotov for new boxes or first oranges, whichever way they're inclined. Very telegraphed approach. They've got no map control anywhere else. They can't really afford to fall back. They have no idea if someone's pushed apartments towards the underpass, T steps. They have to go into this one, and Simple and Edward are ready. Simple to take the aggro away. He'll stay as long as he possibly can, then hide. Then Edward to clean them up. Hopefully some damage inflicted, and this is what I'm talking about. They don't know Flamey's down in second middle now. They haven't got any idea. They've wasted a lot of time. This is so telegraphed. They know exactly what's coming on. And this is bad. This is poor from Faze. I'm sorry. This is not a good tactical approach at all. They haven't gone for any map control. Just rush into B, and this is why you don't fall back.
Oh, this is a problem, though. Electronic has to go down because he's blocked by his teammate. Now Flamey's there. And that's a bit of a misplay in itself from Navi, who had a great start. Well, caught out, trying to hide, trying to lurk. Edward will make up for it. It's still down to just Kerrigan. Bomb plant in desperation to get some money. Zeus, IKEA pistol, as you commonly call it. Not the best to go around the corner with in his hands, but they get the round. And it is Navi to immediately steal back everything that Olaf had done.
I can't believe Faze. I even built it up, man. I think I've explained myself pretty well. Why you can't fall back in those situations. You waited a banana for way too long, 30 seconds or so. Shown your hand already. You then lost a pick to Simple, and you decide to fall back. There's two players in the pass. It was pretty poorly played by Navi to have two players there. But still, they win the round. That's absolutely fine. And Faze just are having a laugh. They think falling back at that point is going to be sensible and yield any sort of success for them. 9-8, and they'll have enough to bring AKs out at least. I think that was a massive problem there. The fact that they just went with 4 SMGs against CZs, like, it's always going to be a rough time. Lost the first pick, started panicking, couldn't continue their default. Went for a B execute, then didn't do anything with it, fell back. Simple scared them off, and I think that's a massive factor when you play against Navi. As soon as Simple gets like a 1 deagle, you know where he is. You're too scared to repeat. No one ever seen Simple just get 1 deagle kill. He's always going to get more. And they're going back to T-spawn. I think they've forgotten to purchase some stuff, I'm not sure. Zeus, though, takes some Molotov damage from his teammate. Luckily, not too much, because it is reduced when your teammates throw it. Rain getting the bomb back. I don't really know how he got there.
You're not wrong. I don't know the actual percentage on that, but it is reduced.
Yeah. I think it's about 50%. If you warp your teammate, obviously...
It seems logical as a game maker, right? Yeah. Let's just go 50% down.
Because if you warp your teammate, it does about, maybe, what, 40 damage? So
sure. Yeah, I imagine it's consistent for all weapons. The Molotovs would be the same. Nico, flash around. Nate actually bounces back too far, so it doesn't do anything. It was on the inside of the wall. It's a slight miscalculation from Flamey. That or he was expecting them to run around sooner. Either way, he's backed off toward the front of library with the UMP, and he's got Nico already. Kerrigan, though, has gone around behind him. He's gotten the shot back in return. Edward's overwhelmed, and somehow Faze are pulling it back with the earlier buy because they shut down Edward. They take over the pit, and the problem is they haven't got the bomb planted yet. Okay, take that back. It was inside of the site being planted as I said that.
That's the way Faze should play, in my opinion. Let's do a death squad. You've got 5 players that are probably better than anyone in the world right now. Let's just run around the map and...
Well, you say that. Simple, I think, is probably just as good, but that is 1 versus 5 in that regard, so you're still correct. Great shot to Rain, by the way, from Simple, but doesn't matter. Faze gets it.
I mean the best assembled 5 we have right now.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the best 5 players in the entire game. But there we go, 10-8. And Faze will be taking the lead. It's going to be another forced buy from Navi. I'm not sure this is going to be too beneficial for them. Have a look, though. This will be 1 scout, an M4, and the CZ. Nice work by Faze in the previous round. 5-man unit. It's going round. Fun in the headshots. This time they've got a couple of rifles to work with, so they steal back the advantage Navi had gained. Scout there from Flamey. Can't quite pull the trigger. Decent grenade, though. And this is much. Look how assertive they're being now. You know what? Let's just screw this. Let's just stop doing defaults. Run around with a 5-man unit. I actually like this. When it all goes wrong, Matt, let's roll with this strategy. There's a tip for all of you out there. The defaults are bad, the teamwork's off, just get to the 5-man group and just run around. Drop some smokes and try and trade frags.
Rain takes the shot to Edward. Nico will swing in with them. Back over to B, full wrap strategy, no one even in banana. This is just a straight up swing approach. Simple gets 1, shuts them down, actually time to back off, which means he can get the deagle into a position for potentially more, but the flash was certainly overwhelming. Got him for the full duration and therefore couldn't reset completely. Shot from Zeus did find 1. But speaking of 1, he's got 1 HP.
Oof. Brave. CTs won't be able to win this round now, but they can certainly find some exit frags. Good Molotov just to guarantee victory there. They'll have to hold back. They'll be saving 3 sets of armor an MP9, a MAC-10, and a Scout. So not that tantalizing for the next round, but it's something. It's better than just default pistols. The armor especially. Zeus and Electronic with very expensive Kevlar with their helmets, $1,000 a piece. And there he is. Faze find number 11. Still not out of the woods just yet with the saved weaponry.
Certainly not.
We'll see what they can do though. Maybe those Force again, I don't know. Navi are a bit mad sometimes.
They did it twice in the first half and actually won on both of them. The problem is that in the end of the second half, or the first half, excuse me, the second time around when Faze did the same in return, they actually lost that, which is what gave Faze the 8 rounds, as opposed to what could have easily been a 9-6 half in favor of Navi. And that's a significant difference when you consider now they have a 3-1 start to this half, making it 11-8, a 3-round lead. Goats award Banana with an early Molotov, the same thrown down mid behind him. Electronic getting aggressive, wants to catch them off. They have to with these weapons. They need to be unexpected in some regard. 3 players against an MP9, however, not likely. Oh, I was going to say that he gets too much for it, but he gets 2, plus a very, very minor amount of damage onto Rain.
Let's go to the tightest choke point on the map and walk in 1 by 1. What could go wrong, boys? Well, you'll find out. The MP9 waiting for them. Instead of running the default, they're trying to commit to this idea of running around together. They'll recover the situation somewhat. Didn't have to be this dicey, though. Bomb we planted, remember, Rain's on 6 HP, so there's definitely a chance for Navi to do something with this. They haven't got a kit, though. And Flamey comes in with a Scout now. Smoked out. Still majority utility phase, but this is a nice boost. Simple. He finds a low HP player. Maybe something can be done. Given his position up now, but he has pushed past and he'll get one. And the flashbangs are actually pretty decent there. This is not a clean round by any stretch. M4 coming in. They can still win this round. There's 16 seconds remaining. They need to find the kill. In the next 3 seconds, they've won.
They've got it. That's an incredibly good work done. Simple charging in gets 1. Spots the second in the sight. Great peek from Apartments to immediately get the kill. And oh my god, they just barely get it. I wasn't convinced. You were dead right. They needed the kill and they had it. They just get on it, and it's 11-9.
I don't know what Faze are playing at. Those sort of rounds, the only way you can trade out those sort of kills with an MP9 is if you go like Apartments, and you don't use any utility, and you have an AK-47. That's what they did. I'm just flabbergasted with some of the decisions Faze are making tactically right now. It's weird. Just need to play it either. If you're going to go in that 5-man mentality, middle is the place to go. Or Banana. If you want to go in the Apartments, you need to go someone in the bedroom first. Molotov the steps, flash through, peek at the same time, just so that can't happen. You can't send 3 players there 1 by 1 at the same point. You can't trade.
The blindness is ridiculous. It is very scrappy. Around the corner, everyone's just standing and firing their weapons. Kerrigan could have used his ears to aim in that situation, even if his eyes didn't come back from whiteness. 3 on 3 already, and 1 minute and 23 in the round. Olaf's going to swing back in. He's got 13 HP, excuse me. I was about to say 23. He's got 78 as he takes down Zeus. It's Kerrigan that sits with the 13 as he'll swing in toward Library. So a wrap on the A side. Electronic stuck inside a pit. Good re-peek from Electronic as well. He's going to flash himself back out to peek quad. Problem is that Nico's already forward of that. He hears it, but he can't react. And because it went behind Nico, he's got enough vision to hit the shot quite easily and comfortably. As Simple now goes aggressive. He's already taken down his teammate. He knows it's a one-on-one, and he knows Nico's low. He catches him through the edge of the box. He'll go pick up the AWP. He's not in any rush because it's now 11-10.
Well, there we have it. Simple stepping up once again. What's he done there?
Ooh, it's the ace card, is it? It wasn't an ace for Simple. He only had 2 kills, but...
Maybe it wasn't an ace.
I assume that would have been like next level banter, but
yeah,
that would be pretty cool if someone were to get an ace and just throw an ace out in the crowd.
Yeah, ready and waiting.
Ace of spades.
Well, they still have a little bit.
I didn't
of
quite
money.
see what was on the card. There might have been something else referenced by that. Maybe someone in chat can tweet us and see if they saw something on it. Maybe it's a Pokemon card.
Possibly. But a tactical pause. Navi closed the gap and presumably force Faze to an eco here.
How next level is that? You're so confident you're going to get an ace in the game that you just had one ready?
Ready to go.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. They're going to buy it all. They're going to go for a partial buy here from what I can see. Pistols, utility. This map's still wide open. Faze of the lead, but Navi I say almost certainly. From the rounds we've seen so far, I'm not so sure. They should pick this one up. What's he got there? It is an S and ace.
Oh, it's Jon Snow. You know nothing? It wasn't an ace, though. I don't understand the reference.
No idea.
Still gets the clutch. So Kerrigan starting to work toward top middle. It's back to pistols for Faze. Ground zero. We're about to start on par as well because 11-11 a likely scoreline. Some of the best games seem to have that scoreline mixed into them somewhere. Fast play. Smokes and flashes down. Flamey steps out through the smokes. And great shots. He takes down Kerrigan and Rain. Fully flashed. I'm surprised he didn't see that one coming. He's going to get Nico a gun to work with.
Yeah, it's not over just yet this round.
Good
Smokes
smokes.
are there, yeah. Nico making it work. And Zeus, one of the least capable fraggers on the team, will be left with the task of trying to stay alive towards a pit. They have not checked that area just yet, but the bomb has been planted. Simple. AWP waiting for the opportunity as his teammates rotate in, and he should be able to do a good job here. Nice shot, takes the headshot there. Zeus staying alive as long as possible. Guardian now gives himself a window of opportunities, doing damage to both of them. Edward's still full, and now this becomes very possible, but Simple denies everything once again. Finds the headshot once more. 2 kills for him. He's going to draw out the card again, Matt. I don't think so. I think it's made his one appearance.
Well, it still works for Navi. It got close. Flamey's gun almost haunted them. They get that M4 inside of the sight. Flamey did a great job to start it, but got caught off by the flash. And Simple has to go into another one-on-one. Second one in a row, second win in a row. 11-11.
Yes.
Guns back out this time by 4 Faze Clan. And a pause called their first... okay, technical, excuse me. I thought I was going to say their first tactical. It's a technical pause.
So it looks like it's Guardian's PC that's got an issue. He was just in the clutch right there against 2. Managed to nail this on Edward. I thought that was his chance against the orb. I didn't think Simple would be able to take him down, but obviously we're dealing with a different kind of beast when he's on the server. So maybe a sound issue they are trying to discuss and work it out. Yeah, you can see him adjusting his mic. He's trying to work out what the problem is here. They are using soundproof headsets, of course. We have got a live arena environment right now, and the casters in Russian will be speaking in there. So it is required. Didn't need it in the group stages because there was no casters or public here. So a chance to calm down. Faze fully equipped once again. That round was very beneficial for them. 4 kills, bomb down. Sure, they didn't win it, but they've kept the CTs very modest indeed. They only saved the AWP and 1 player. So they'll buy up what they can. They should be still fully equipped with rifles, but it means their money will be left at absolute 0 when they come into round number 23 here. And here we go. The unpause is called. There are a few compromises for Navi. Electronic with the MP9 doesn't seem to have stopped them at all, but a double AWP setup now for Flamey and Simple. Very viable on a map like Inferno, and we'll see if it works out for them. This time Guardian waits at the T-steps. Literally on top of them and sees if there's any sort of opportunity or a peek from players like Flamey, not committing towards the T-steps or even the underpass, waiting for someone to walk up middle. He's exposed towards the boiler, so can't stay there for a massive amount of time. As you can see him adjusting now towards the quad. It's a Guardian known as one of the best T-side AWPers on Inferno. One of the few that can really have amazing games on it, but the way he's playing right now, I think it would probably be a very average performance in terms of just finding an opening pick for the team. Nothing too flashy, and now Edward, or Flamey I should say, takes down Kerrigan. That's that initial AWP encounter, and he was gifted an easy kill there.
Certainly was.
No smokes on that side of the map. And flashbang deployed, Flamey just had to left click when they walked up.
Edward back through the archway to fortify the A defense. Might catch them out because all 4 toward Banana, all 4 towards Simple, which he's certainly capable of it, but it's a lot to ask. Smoke's already off towards CT. He's missed the first shot, taken down by Rain immediately. Sight open, and Faze should be able to secure the round surely. Edward did manage to get one back on the rotation.
We've lost the GUI.
The AWP we have.
There it is.
I think what happened is they went to the one-on-one and accidentally selected the wrong camera to go back to, but Flamey takes down Guardian. This gives them a chance in the retake. I thought this should be a Faze to secure. The problem is they don't have the utility to hold off the CTs. The last incendiary thrown now. They can easily push forward of that. They know where he is, and Flamey's got them all.
4 kills.
Olaf and Nico, 4 kills for Flamey on the retake. Edward with the only other.
So we've got a bit of information, Matt. The card was a picture of The Undertaker.
Was it?
And
I thought it was Jon Snow.
Well, I've got 20 tweets saying The Undertaker.
Oh, well, there you go.
So I think it's referencing the simple The Undertaker video. I think that's what he was going for. That does make some sort of sense. So there we go. 12-11. Well done to Flamey there. The double orb setup working out tremendously well. He will have that double orb once again. The money not amazing, and it might be another tactical pause here for Faze. 12-11. Lost that lead now. Flamey showing some good form towards the latter stages of this first map. 3 rifles. A chance to work out what's the play here. They've experimented with 5-man group tactics and defaults, but they've had some poor calls in terms of their fallbacks. We'll see if the execution will maybe come out here. What have they got? 4 smokes, 2 Molotovs, 3 flashbangs. That's about it. Not ideal. Guardian, no helmet as well. He's very vulnerable to those M4s now. Definitely no AWP for him. Still quiet with that weapon as the aggression comes in from Zeus. He pushes by. He might be locked in here because he hasn't checked towards the underpass.
Oh no.
Neither have they.
Guardian's head pops up, whacks them all, and Zeus gets one. Kerrigan knows that he's down there.
Nice
Good read.
shots.
Great from Kerrigan. Don't normally see that sort of reaction and anticipation from Kerrigan, but takes the first threat, turns around. They don't account for Edward pushing. Great response from Navi to be this aggressive and catch off Faze before they can settle into gun rounds.
Back and forth round, but Navi have the lead 3-on-2, but Olaf Meister still alive and kicking. One of the MVPs for Faze so far. It's him and Nico. Quite the formidable duo. They have a minute to work with, and still, sure, Navi have the advantage, but as you can see, only one player towards the B bomb set. That's Edward, with a rifle, playing the barrels. If he goes down, for example, that opens the round wide open. And they'll go towards A, at least for now. Simple AWP towards Library. They have got a smoke, but not the easiest position to smoke out in their current positions. Actually opt to challenge Library, and this could be easy pickup for Simple, but depending on the timings, it could go wrong. Not going to happen, though. Oh, my goodness, a rare miss.
Very rare, especially when he's slow peeked, got the angle. Olaf wasn't ready for it. All onto Electronic. Knows they're going to be pushing through. Olaf jumping to look at Pitts, but good play from Nico. He's immediately on the box. Inside of the site, gets the bomb down, and a 1-versus-1 with Edward. As Edward sneaks toward the smoke in front of Library. No kit to work with, no utility. It's a strike duel! How does Edward hit that? How does he know he's in the corner?
I have no idea. Maybe knows the tendencies of Nico and had a strong read. That's where he would be.
He picks up a kit as well as the AWP, so he has time to go do that.
That was bizarre.
What a win. That was very bizarre. On our screen, it still looked completely grayed out, but you're right. It might have just been anticipation. It could have been a call from a teammate that he was near that corner. Hard to say, but Navi gets the round either way, and he's having a chuckle about it.
I hope we get a replay in slow motion. Maybe we missed one of the key points of the round. Maybe he could see the outline, a gun barrel. Maybe Howard is crosshair there and got a call through the radar itself. Either way, it keeps coming down to the 1v1s, but Navi are winning them consistently. Money's still there for Faze with the loss bonus, and the bomb's getting planted. Kills obtained as well. Zeus bravely jumps across middle. Looking to drop the nade off the windowsill there by the looks of things. There it is. Doesn't do too much, just 1 damage to Rain. (13-11). Winner of this best of 3 will meet Mouse Sports in the grand final tomorrow. That kicks off at 8 PM local time or 7 PM CET. Electronic will be boosted up. Time stands still. No one moves. Nothing towards Banana at all. Remember, Faze have struggled with the map territory and waiting too long, telegraphing their plays. They can't wait around again. They don't know the CTs have got intel, and Flamey's playing so well right now. Good pick up from him, but a nice return from Rain. Won't be able to get more than this, though. Zeus strikes as he finds 2 more and keeps the round alive. The Simple will strike, and Olofmeister goes down, and it's another clutch for Nico. This time against Edward and Simple.
Simple's on 27 kills, far ahead of everyone else. Everyone on Navi seems to be finding multiple kills when they're in choke situations, and it's absolutely winning them these rounds. Zeus with 2 this time. Nico has the pit contained, small pit left side. Has to cover off both Library and Quad Wrap, and they're going to work this together. They want to trade off of it. Who goes first? Simple wants Edward to go first, but he's not quite ready to go for it, and Nico reads it like a book, shuts them down 13-12.
Ice cold killer, not even a celebration there. He wants to focus on the win. He's not celebrating till it's over. Well played, Nico. Very calm, very disciplined there. Didn't overextend, but Zeus, great play by him. The triple stack towards the quad side. Certainly tested Faze here, but Nico, world-class stuff there towards the end. This game's starting to tidy up now. We're starting to see some clean plays and great exchanges there. Nico doesn't look too infused with that particular round, but look what it's done to the financial situation in Navi. 2K per player now. They might force again. Zeus could buy up M4 or FAMAS. Tactical pause. Leaker there was a better call. We'll find out. Simple will have that M4, and it seems like it's going to work, at least for one. Edward now has to defend them off. He drops a good smoke, and Faze brave enough to push it. It seems like Olofmeister certainly is, and that flashbang is excellent, though. Olofmeister takes him down. Zeus keeps the dream alive. We're trading frags time and time again. He actually got the HP advantage now as they rush towards the ruins. Bomb might be planted. Rain's low. They spammed it.
I thought
they could have taken him down.
I thought he was going to. They're slightly off angle from the default behind the coffin, but against the pistols, that's in the open. Electronic will re-smoke out toward Banana. That's going to allow them to get more aggressive from ruins and not have to worry about anyone holding that angle in the post. Guardian playing oranges. One in this situation. Bit odd. Leaves him completely wide open toward ruins. And they go in. Nico and Rain, though, they're certainly ready in the crossfires, and the guns will prevail 13-13. This first map is tight.
Now they can breathe. This has to be a full eco from Navi. I'll have just default pistols, I'd imagine here. Faze will take the lead. Mac 10s come out. Olof and Carrigan know what's up. But that round's still scary, man. When they ran towards Simple, they'd rush B. He was in the sandbags. The flashbangs are raining in. I thought that could have fallen apart, but still, they come out on top. We'll take this moment just to look at the scoreboard generally. 23 kills for Rain, 22 for Nico, Olofmeister 24. Carrigan, no surprise, 11 for 18. Guardian, quiet game from him, 16. Simple, 28, of course, at the very top. Flamey, no surprise to see him second. Electronic, he'll be third, and this will be a very easy round, I would imagine. Oh, Guardian, though, alone, and Zeus actually gets another dink, and surely they don't lose to this one. Doesn't look like they will, but the AWP was potentially given up there. Rain's using it as bait. That's quite smart, but he was low HP, and Electronic knows it now. He won't be able to pick any weapons up here. He's down to 8, and still finding 2 kills. That's something considering as a full eco. Navi looking pretty hot today in terms of the individual fraggers. When Flamey and Simple are on, and Zeus is turning up as well, finding some decent kills. That's always going to be a scary thought process for them. Money stabilizing. Navi can get an AWP. They'd really have to force it out. Electronic would have no armor. They have to throw it over. So they'll take a tactical pause to work out, is that worth it? Is that the play we want to make here? Give it a Simple, see if he can cause chaos again. Seems to be the most comfortable with that out. So the coach, Kane, steps in, offering up his 2 cents as to whether they should go for the full AWP setup here. They're taking another partial buy. They're allowing this to get to map points, essentially. They can still win these rounds, but they're not going all in. They're not going to try and use everything they've got. Scary play to make, map. Could have got 5 rifles out, one of which would have been a FAMAS or a UMP. Not playing to win. Playing to force overtime, it looks like. They, like I said, players like Simple with the Deagle, it's not necessarily just over yet.
Lay down Banana. So Navi, despite great work and great battles throughout, still, this is how good Faze are, still struggle to close this out and will concede overtime at the very least. I say that. They'll fight valiantly in this round, naturally. Zeus with the UMP. Flamey CZ doesn't quite get close enough. They rush through. Kerrigan, great shot. Mac 10 running and gunning. Certainly one way to deal with a smoke inside of the apartments. They overstep the mark and Flamey hits Guardian, but the site open. Rain to the graveyard. He bounced will do some minor damage to Edward. A good read from both Nico and Rain. It's now 15 rounds for Faze.
They've guaranteed overtime here, Map. One more round will do it. Navi going for the more conservative approach of just taking pistols in the previous. Nothing really to report in that round. Got a couple of kills, Navi. That's about it, though. It doesn't matter, as they know Faze have money for the next two. Will this be enough? Flamey on the main AWP this round. 23 kills to his name. No defuse kits. That's a huge note from the previous save round. They need a defuse kit to at least give themselves a fighting chance against some of these players in the bomb defuse situations. We'll see, though. Electronic, once again, into the apartments. It is vulnerable to wallbangs, and that's Zeus dead, surely. Clean kill for Nico. Flamey will rotate through with the AWP, but now they're going to look a little bit disjointed. Timing's off all over the place, but Nico comes out on top. It's going to be Rain joining him there. Double kill the AK-47. Lovely work, and I think that's the game.
Great shot, Guardian. That is the game. Certainly no chance Edward pulls this back, so Faze do just enough despite tactical issues. In the start of the second half, as Edward gives himself a chance by keeping 100 HP. He's got full utility on this. No kit, unfortunately.
Yeah, no one did.
But yet they couldn't close out enough rounds, even on the T side. Navi going aggressive in